Hello, my name is Long. I'm a pharmacist and I'm here to show you why ICU Drips Management is the best drug infusion app for mobile devices. And so we'll start by calculating the drug infusion rate for an 88 kilogram patient. Simply scroll to 88 kilograms, press done, and here we see a list of all of the available infusion drugs on this app. If we wanted to start this 88 kilogram patient on propofol, we simply scroll down to propofol down here. And as you can see, a propofol dose of 5 micrograms per kilogram per minute equates to an infusion rate of 2.64 milliliters an hour. And all the values that you see on this drug list and all the calculations are customizable. We can customize it by simply going into the calculator view. Say for example your institution starts propofol at 10 micrograms per kilogram per minute instead of 5. We'll simply scroll to 10 here, press Save Settings, and if we go back to the original view, you can see that the propofol is now changed back to, or has changed to 10 micrograms per kilogram per minute, which equates to an infusion rate of 5.28 milliliters an hour. The great thing about this calculator view is that all the units and all the values are customizable, so you can customize anything you want. Another great thing is the ability to edit your own drugs, or edit these drugs. And so you go to Edit, and say for example your institution allows you to dose propofol up to 100 micrograms per kilogram per minute. And so we can change that by going to this range of infusion rate here and changing the 50 to 100. Okay, we'll go to done, and after we do that, we will notice that the infusion rate wheel here actually allows you now to go to a 100 instead of 50. And another feature that I want to show you is our drug summary feature. Say for example you are rusty about your drug knowledge and want to learn some more about propofol. You can simply go to this information icon up here, click it, and get a very brief and concise overview of what propofol does and some of the things to watch out for when administering propofol. Of course, this drug summary is very brief, and so if you want more information, you should really look at the package insert or the drug information database. And so that is basically the calculator feature of ICU Drips Management. Another feature I want to show you is your lists. And in your list, you can create your own drug list. And basically, if we want to have a patient example, we can have a patient, we'll name this patient Tom. Patient Tom comes in with septic shock, and we'll start this patient on dopamine, fentanyl, and Versed drip. And after we've picked our drugs, we press done, and then we'll go to Tom, and you can see that the 3 drugs that we started on Tom are shown here. And you can see that dopamine's infusion rate currently is 0 micrograms per minute, and that's because we have yet to specify a weight for Tom. And in order to do that, we just click on weight, go to Tom's weight, which is 63 kilograms, press done, and you can see it automatically calculates the infusion rate for dopamine. And so another thing I want to tell you about your list is that all the settings that you make in your list are independent of the settings that you use in your main drug list. And so, for example, if we were to change this dopamine infusion rate to 2 micrograms per kilogram per minute and save our settings here, we can go back to the main drug list and we can see that the dopamine here is still at 5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Okay, and that concludes my overview of the Your List feature. The last feature I want to show you is the New Drug feature, where you can add your own drugs, or maybe drugs that aren't already available on the drug infusion list. And so in order to add your own new drugs, basically it's very much like editing drugs. And so you can see the interface is very intuitive. It's color coded. So you can make a non-weight-based drug or a weight-based drug. So that basically is a very simple way of adding your own drugs. And so before I end this overview of ICU Drips Management, I want to warn you that you shouldn't trust all of the calculations and information presented in this app. It's important to realize that it's possible there may be errors or bugs in this app, and that may lead to a calculation error. I've tried my best to basically troubleshoot every single bug in this app, and I've tried to make sure that there are no errors in this app. However, of course, errors are not out of the question. So you should always double check your values and double check the information, and so that's the warning I want to give you. So we would really like you to review this app in the App Store. Your feedback is very valuable to us, and we'll take your feedback seriously. We would like to implement new features, but in order for us to do that, we need to know what kind of features you would like us to implement. And so that concludes my brief overview of ICU Drips Management. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you make use out of this app. Thank you.